Okay, dolls, we are off to Starbucks. Looking at my memory card. I have my glasses on today, dolls, because it's hot after my workout. My eyes are dry, so I'm like, I'm not gonna be wrestling with my glasses or with my contacts right now. And I really do like this set. It sucks you in. I probably could have sized down, and knowing that my sweatsuit ran so big at Aloe, now I see that all of their athleisure runs big, so size down. I could have got this in a small or even an extra small, just for a little extra snatch, a little extra support. So I'll definitely be going back because I love the pieces. I love the way it fits. It's great quality. The material is nice and it feels really smooth on the skin, which is good when you're working out because you don't want to have things on that's like rubbing or irritating you or holding like sweat, odor and stuff when you're working out. So I really like this set. I want to get some more pieces from Aloe, of course, but also this little sweetheart set. I think it's really flattering on the body, especially if you have any imperfections like in the tummy area, need a little extra control there, then girl, this is definitely it. I just have my same little Stanley cocktail. I'm back to my dark Stanley for the fall. I'm bringing in the fall vibes because I miss fall. I love fall. I'm such a fall girly. And I just have some hibiscus, dried hibiscus leaves, lemon, berries, and then ice water. So I have that. We are rocking with the GOYARD today, and you dolls saw me do a what's in my bag on the GOYARD, but I could definitely share with y'all what I have in my bag. Again, it's usually the same stuff, but I'm always curious as to what people have. The book that I'm reading currently is The Assassin's Blade by Sarah J. Maas, and this is part of the Maas universe, and this was actually really good. I didn't think I was gonna like it at first, but once I gave it a read and stuck with it, about 40 pages in, it took off. And I remember that being the same way for the Throne of Glass series, that the first book really took a lot for me to get into it. So when that happened here, I was like, oh yeah, that's the same thing that happened with the other series, let me see if it's in here, A Court of Thorns and Roses. So yeah, but this is really good. So I've been keeping my book with me, reading a few pages here and there, as you dolls know I do. I have my supplements, so yeah, just stay stocked up on these so that once I have my first meal, and just periodically through the day, like I take my fish oil, my iron, the lutein for the eyes, vitamin A for the eyes, vitamin C for the body, the skin, etc. I have some calcium pills, I have magnesium, vitamin D, of course, and all of those types of things. So in here I have my planner. This one is my Damier Ebon. This is the GM, or the larger size planner, and I hate that I've been having it out of the little sleeve that I carried in because I feel like my little closure got a little snagged in my work bag with my laptop, and so it's a little bent right now, so I'm trying to reshape that. But I had this with me because I've been journaling and writing some things down having to do with the fall, because I have all of these things that I want to do this fall that I tend to do anyways, but that some nuances or new things that I want to do as well. So I've just been noting things down as I have ideas or things come up, and then also back to school and stuff, so I have just my to-do list for that there. And then you dolls know I just have a plethora, I mean a plethora of just like makeup, on the go, touch-up type products. That I've got a Summer Friday. This one is my favorite. This is the vanilla, and it's just like very pleasant on the lips. It's not too strong, it's not overpowering or anything that's like gets on your nerves if you don't like fragrance things. My YSL card holder, which is a mess right now, but I've got receipts. I've got the little card for the nail shop, which I need to do. I was like, I almost didn't film nails. I got a full set, totally did not go good, and I've only had these nails on about a week and a half, and I've already broke 3 nails, and they just look terrible. And I should have gone back when it first started happening, when I broke the first nail, and told them like, hey, you know, I broke a nail, and it's only been, it was like the first weekend, like I got them done Sunday, and by like Tuesday I'd already broken a nail, and then they just keep breaking. So anyways, I just, at some point, I just don't feel like, I'm the type, I don't like to go back in and redo services I just don't. It's just my thing. And I usually don't have issues with broken nails, especially not this soon. So it kind of caught me off guard, and I kind of just was not feeling it. So they've just been breaking, so I'll get a full set. I was like, I'll wait a little bit longer, get a full set. I'll probably go this weekend with my mom because I can't. I just pulled out the whole organizer, which I told you guys I got this off of Amazon, and it's just got like all these little dividers in there where you can organize your things. But for me, it's just more of a chaotic mess within an organizer at this point. But yeah, so I have some loose tea bags. I'm just gonna pull stuff out as I got it. I've got a matcha tea bag. I've got a turmeric glow organic tea bag. These are both by the brand Puka, if y'all can see that. Let me pull out a little bit. The lighting may be better. I have my key, which is not on the key fob, but it's just loose. I have the Huda Beauty, which I haven't worn lately, but hello, let's go ahead and do a quick little touch up. And I love the way that powder puff comes off of there. It's just so convenient and so nice. Very matte, but also it is a neutral color, so it just leaves things the way they are. It doesn't put like more yellow or pink or anything in it, even though it's a pink powder. It's just really, really nice. ELF lip oil, which I absolutely love this. I have my peachy nude. This is from Anastasia Beverly Hills. It's a very bright, kind of chalky, peachy pink color. So I use this sparingly. I usually will mix it with something because by itself it does give like an ashy kind of cast. So I haven't been wearing it as much as I thought I would, but I still do love it. This is that liquid liner that I got from Anastasia Beverly Hills and that I've been using as a lip liner, and it's that dark brown, and it's so pretty. Can you all see these? Yes, love this color. It's called brown. It's on there. It's called brown. I picked this up from Ulta, and it's really a liquid eyeliner, but I like to line my lips with this. I think it looks really pretty. You just got to take your time, and I like that it stays longer. And I was like, I want to try that. I wonder how it would look to do a liquid liner on the lips. And it reminds me, I can't talk into it. It reminds me of those peel and stick liners that girls, you dolls see all over the place, where you put it on and then you peel it off and it leaves like a little tint. But you absolutely could wear this as just a liquid eyeliner, what it's intended for, but I tend to try products for different things, and they work. Let me stop talking and line it. And this does last all day. It's got a good staying power, of course, because that's how liquid eyeliner is designed. The Anastasia Cool Brown, which you guys know is my absolute favorite, and I'm gonna put that on today. Such a pretty light brown color, neutral, especially for deeper skin tones, but would be pretty for anybody. And voila, very pretty pout. And you guys can see it just gives a really pretty kind of lip flip effect, like Botox, like. And it does not budge, it stays in place for sure, and I love that about that. So what else do we have in here, dolls? We got a lot of lip products. I have a Huda Beauty liquid lipstick. This is in the color Muse. I was about to say mauve. It's called Muse. It's a really pretty pink, and it dries to a matte, so you can definitely have that on for all day. Doesn't transfer, like if you're drinking your drinks, your coffee, if you're out, you give your honey a kiss, it's not going to transfer off on him. So a really pretty color. I love that one. I also have this NARS, and this one is in the color, I thought this was warm. No, this is called Vein. This one kind of bleeds a little bit, so I have to put it on lightly but it's a really pretty color is what I love about it. But it does bleed a little bit, so it's kind of a brownish red, and that's why I picked it, because I was like, this is a different red. It's not a bright red, it's got a little brown in it, so it's almost like a burnt orangey kind of red, which I think is so pretty. I've got this little puff just for touch up, or just like if I don't want to add powder and I just want to kind of press in what I've already got on, blot, remove oil. I have these little puffs, and oh dolls, I can link on Amazon again. I forgot to tell you, I got my Amazon account back set up. I set up a new one, and I love it because I'm able to have like just a storefront to share all of the things that I'm always sharing with y'all in one place, versus always having to put the links in the video. You can just go to the Amazon storefront for anything that I've ever shared or been sharing, and it'll all be there. So I need to reset that up because it's a new storefront, like I was saying, so I have to set up a new one. But I'm so excited about that because it just makes it so easy, because all you dolls are always asking like, what is that? Where can I get that? What's the link? So that's why I have it more so, because I don't really make anything off of it like bigger YouTubers do and all that. So for me, it's just for help and for sharing purposes only. I have the Fenty cream, Fenty Beauty cream. This is in the color, I believe it's Mauve Wives. This is in the color Mauve Wives. I like the camera right here better. Anyways, so this is in the color Mauve Wives. And then what else do I have, dolls? I have the sharpener from Ulta that I keep for my lip liner. I have my my Apple Watch, which I need to charge up because during my workout I haven't been able to wear it, so I need to put this on the charger when we get back in the house. More tea bags. I've got a hibiscus tea bag, and this is called Jamaica. You may have seen it that way, but it's the same thing. And this is great for digestion, menses, blood pressure is what I try to keep at the end for me in particular daily. It's also great for the skin and hair. This is elderberry tea, which is great for immunity, especially with the fall coming up. I need to get back on my elderberry. And then it's just cold and flu season, it seems, earlier, because people have been hacking and coughing at work. So I was like, oh, I need to, you know, start incorporating my elderberry. And I like the teas because you can do them hot or iced, and so I'll just drop like the tea bag into my ice water, and you get a cool, like just a flavored tea essentially. So it's so quick and easy to do, dolls. I really encourage y'all to get some really good teas. Google it if you've got any issues, or you can even message me, because I'm just like really into it, and I can share a lot about like different benefits of different whatever you need, you know, advice on. Eye drops, lubricating eye ointments. This is great for nighttime, but sometimes my eyes are so dry in the morning when I first wake up, so that I don't get like a scratch on the cornea, which happens when my eyes are super dry, or if I haven't heated them with my eye patches. Then I'll put a little bit of this in my eyes before I open them, because if the eyelids are dry too, and then you start to blink after you've been asleep, if you have really severe dry eyes like myself, then you need to lubricate the eyes before you open them so that you don't scratch your cornea. So big girl problems, honey, okay? I got these cute little stickers from my mom, and they are for like if you have a cold or hot drink from like Starbucks or wherever, and you want to cover it, like a stopper essentially. And they're so cute. They just say have a nice day on it and thank you. So I used a couple of those. They came in handy. I like to have them for when I'm walking through work, not so much just for spills, but just for like germs in the air walking through the building. I don't want my container open, and you know, I'm just worried like that contamination. I have my Necessaire. This is my favorite hand lotion currently. I do want to get some from Byredo. When I'm back at work, I was thinking I can get it like a little hand cream, but I went there to Le Labo, Byredo. Well, I went to Neiman's, and I didn't see any fragrance that caught my nose. I was trying to look for something, but I was like, all the ones that people are always recommending, but Mojave Ghost, Bifrag, the Rose one, all of those, I just wasn't impressed with. I was just like, okay, this is what that's giving, okay. But I know all the girlies love those different fragrances, so I wanted to go get my nose on some of them, but I wasn't impressed. So I didn't end up coming away with anything. But I have been on the hunt for something new for the fall, something new for the for the upcoming seasons, and just to have in general, just to know. And I just wasn't impressed. So anyways, more eye drops. These are the Optays. These are has a little oil in it, and I need to add some actually, but these are really good for daily use because it's a little bit more than just something else I can't do while talking. A little bit more than just a liquid. It has a little oil in it, which is good for hydrating and a little more staying power. So I like those, and I get those from my eye doctor. I do have another lippy. This is from Juvia's Place. This is a velvety matte liquid lipstick, and I thought it would mimic the Anastasia Velvet Mousse, and I really like this one. It does dry down to a matte, which has been really nice. It's a dark brown, almost chocolate. I really like this color. I've been wearing this a lot too. The applicator is a little thick, is the only thing, so when you use it, a lot comes out, but it's not a big deal. I mean, you can always just, like, you know, rub it off like that to take some of the product off. And I have mixed it with the cool brown just to give it a little deeper look, and that was nice. The only thing with that liquid liner is that you don't have as much control as you would with like a lip pencil, just because the tip is so fine and because it's not actually made for that. But I guess there's like liquid lipsticks or something. I don't know. I have to play with it a little bit more. Stickers. I have my iPad, which I do have ebooks on here. I was going to try to get into more so like electronic to-do list and stuff, but I just haven't had time. So it works well for me just to use my planner, like handwritten, and then I have my pen that needs to go back in my planner. And yes, so some of the things, dolls, that I was talking about that I want to do for fall, my fall vibes, and let me get my list out. I have everything on here for my to-do list. And then my fall focus list, which I'm so excited about. Girls, you've got to get back into your journaling and writing things down. It is so tea and so nice. It's just like comforting, and if you used to write a lot in school or doing things like that, just writing with pen and paper is really, really nice. So anyways, I want to have, what I have on my list is I have my fall reading list. So I have just some books that I want to read because they are during the fall season in the books, but also they are just really cute fall type reads. So Harry Potter, I read one book last year out of the series, and so I will read the next book out of the series, my Harry Potter. Then I have some ebooks that I read that are fall. One is about like a guy who goes to a different bippity boppity boo, kind of like Hocus Pocus type. It's a Hocus Pocus type book, and it's really cool. So I read one last year, and then there's another one in that series, so I'll pick it up. I was trying to look at my iPad to tell you, dolls, what it's called. Here we go. Okay, it's called Witch Hollow. And then I also had like some little kitty books. I did that last year and I thought it was so cute. It's just like, because the adult reader or young readers books go so much quicker and they are shorter in length, that I read some from by Clark Roberts, how the e-readers look, at least through Apple, and you can set reading goals and all of that. But the one I read last year was called Halloween Night on Monster Island, and it was literally like a 50-page book or so as far as the ebook. And then there is a second book that goes with it called 4th of July on Monster Mountain. So I was going to read those two books. So anyways, fall book reads. And then I have one that is a mystery book, so I want to read another mystery book by Ruth Ware, because to me that gives me fall kind of mystery cozy type vibes. I have a fall movie watch list, which of course includes Hocus Pocus, Harry Potter, the full season. I like to do Back to the Future after the Halloween. Then I'll go into like Back to the Future, some of my nostalgic childhood type movies. So I have all of those listed down. Fall favorite Starbucks drinks. Hello. It wouldn't be a fall list without Starbucks on there. So of course, pumpkin spice latte and pumpkin spice chai. I have my top fall fragrances that I want to start wearing. Again, I need to get a new bottle of Angel Share, Killian's Angel Share. I need to get re-up on some of those and start to use some of my deeper scents again for the fall. And I want to film these videos for you dolls for sure. And then I just have a lot of different things I want to do. I want to fall body care. I want to bring in more vanillas and deeper scents. I want to take more baths, add more moisture into my body. So I want to really luxuriate with my body care. I want to take more evening walks since it'll be cooler, and do that with my family, with my kids, my husband. I want to have more evening tea in the evening, something heartier like chai, along with cozy vibes, lavender, valerian and stuff for the evenings for winding down. And then I also want to get some cozy PJs, some cozy slippers for the fall that are, you know, themed for like Halloween, but then also for like Thanksgiving and those type of vibes. I want to get some earring, and then I want to do some baking. I want to get into baking. I have like a list of different things I want to bake. I want to make sourdough bread, blueberry sourdough bread, apple pie, biscuits from scratch, and this is all from scratch. So I want to get a KitchenAid mixer, the standing mixer, and do some of the baking with my boys, so that'll be just something we can start to do for fun. But all of those things though, so I'm super excited about the fall. We're headed to Starbucks. I'm getting me a matcha, and then I'm coming back home to work because it's a Friday work day. But dolls, that's what's in my bag, okay? So that's all the things that's in my bag, plus my phone. And yeah, so just heading to Starbucks now. My camera is dying, but we will chat more when I get back home, and I'll talk about my hair, and then I'll show you the aloe outfit as well. So let's go. No, that's okay. Thank you. You too. All right, dolls. We got the goods. I got the iced matcha of venti. The color is right. I added 2 extra scoops of matcha because you just need to do that if you want it to be the right matcha vibe. So I made it with almond milk. This is a venti iced matcha, 2 extra scoops of matcha. I got 2 pumps of chai. Looks like they blended it in. And then no classic syrup, but with almond milk, and I got matcha cold foam. So this looks really good. Here's the order here. I almost want to say that sometimes they use whipped cream for the matcha. I don't like when they use whipped cream for the matcha cold foam, so it tastes a little too sweet, but because the matcha is so bitter, it's a good balance. So I highly recommend it. And then I just got a Trenta ice water for Mr. Stanley, and my hibiscus tea that I'm gonna add the tea bag in. We're back, we're inside. Oh, hi. Tisha Monique back again. If I haven't said hi to you dolls, Tisha Monique back again. Dolls, today I am rocking a side part. You dolls know I absolutely love a bust down middle part, jet black. But today, dolls, we are in a side part, and I'm actually loving it. I wanted to wear something that was a little bit different, that I thought was still giving even when I'm wearing my glasses. So I did opt to do a side part with my clip-ins. These are from Lachey. I will link those for you dolls, of course. And yeah, so that's this is what I'm doing today. Just got back from Starbucks, did pick up the goods. We got the matcha, and I wanted to show you dolls just the aloe set that I'm wearing today. Super cute. It is the high-waisted sweetheart set. So stinking cute. I love the way it looks, the way it sucks. So yeah, that's what I'm wearing today. Like I said, I have my aloe Align hoodie with it, or little zip down. Just kind of tied around the waist, but I had it on more like a young girl earlier with it over the shoulders, like that, just kind of thrown over the shoulder. So anyway, I'm about to actually put this on. But I did do a workout today. I got on the Peloton, and I just put on a YouTube video versus trying to follow the instructional classes, because I think that was really burning me out. So I've been finding that if I just put on like a 20-minute YouTube video or something that I normally watch anyways, and just ride while I'm watching it that goes a lot better for me in terms of finishing a workout on the bike. So that has been really key for me. And on bike, I did 20 minutes, which was really good. Okay, dolls, just finished up a beautiful workout. And yeah, so that was good. That was intense, and I absolutely love having the bike here. I do have the Peloton shoes and stuff, but I'm finding that I feel better without them. Easier to ride without them, so that's what I've been doing. I like to feel the pedals, and these to me feel a little restricted because your range of motion, you can't really like move your feet any other way besides how the shoes are strapped in. So for me, I just find these to be uncomfortable, restricted, so I always just keep them in a drawer there and not really wear them. But yeah, so just getting ready to grab a salad for lunch and cool down a bit and vacuum. I'm gonna do a little cleaning real quick. You guys see I got a little sweat in, a little bit of sweat in, so that was good. But yeah, I'm getting ready to do some cleaning and I'll chat with you. And right now I'm just getting ready to finish working. It is actually a work day. I love the band on these pants. I love the way that looks. It just looks so chic. And like I've been saying that I want to join a yoga class. So when I do, this will definitely be a set that I wear to yoga for sure. It's just really cute. So anyways, dolls, that's what I'm doing. I'm getting ready to start working. I can't talk right now. The two books that I mentioned, some fall reads. This is one of them. It's actually by Lucy Foley. It's called The Midnight Feast. I don't know that it's a fall read, but it is a mystery, probably a murder mystery. And I like the cover. It just gives me fall vibes. So for those reasons, I have this on my to read list, or TBR. And then this one I've had a while. It's called The Midnight Library. It's not so much like a fall read, but I know that it's kind of a twisted perspective type read. And I think there is a trigger warning about this one as far as, you know, the story itself. But I've heard it's so good. I've had it on my shelf for so long. I got it from Half Price Books, as y'all can see, for $12.99. So I have this on my TBR list also. I got this one from Half Price Books too. So if you're trying to build a book collection or pick up books, don't be afraid to go to Half Price Books if you have one, or you can order online. All the books are half price, and it's not for like super new books, but you get a wide variety of all books, and they're all half price. So super cool. A lot of times they're not always like used books. Some of these are new books that are just half price because that is what the store does. So that's a really good way to up your collection. Let's go upstairs. I have been watching The Chi, which I know is not a new series, but for me, I'm just not watching it for whatever reason. And there's 7 seasons. I'm on season 5, and I'm like, you know, I just want to keep watching it. Luke James is so cute on there. And I just like the storylines and stuff. It's very relatable. A little of it was triggering for me. It was a little dark for a minute there. If you watched it, then if you know, you know. But I'm past all of that. I think that was like season maybe 2 or 3. And so once I got past that, 'cause I was like, oh, I don't know if I'm gonna like this. But once I got past that, it was okay again. So once I got past that, it was okay again. But now I'm on season 5, like I'm saying, and a few episodes in your wellness journey. So today we talked a little bit about herbal teas, and that being a great way to get some extra nutrients in, to ramp up some things in certain areas that you may need assistance with, or help in certain areas, like if it's mood, paid, energy, iron, and stuff like that, then you definitely want to do that. But also working out, or at least moving your body daily, is so important, especially no matter what age you are, but especially if you're 40 plus, 30 plus, and even, you know, the young girls, the 20s. Everybody needs to be moving the body on a regular basis, because what you do in the earlier years, like in your 20s and your 30s, it sets the tone for your body and how your body behaves and how your body operates or functions as you're getting older. So the things that I'm doing now, if they're new, then that's definitely setting me on a path for like my later years, my even later years, and how my body will be functioning and facilitating at that time. It could be a walk, it could be a 20-minute walk, set your timer, put on a YouTube video or whatever, and go walk. Go to a school or somewhere public where there's other people and it's safe. Walk around the track. If you have a bike, stationary, or a bike you can ride your bike for 20 minutes, do that. Or, you know, whatever you can do just to move your body. Of course, weightlifting, getting in the gym, and that is so amazing. Pilates, you can put a Pilates video on YouTube on for 20 minutes. You can do a yoga video from YouTube. You can do a lot with YouTube. So take advantage of your resources and move your body, okay? Another tip for that along those lines is that when I do work out or I'm moving my body, like yesterday I went, my boys were having basketball practice with their dad, and while they did that, I was like, it's no reason for me to just sit here and watch them. I mean, that's great and all as a mom, but I could be walking this track for the time that we're out here and get my movement in for the day. And that's what I did. And I had on slides, I had on easy slides, girl, sweats and a tank. And I just was like, I'll walk around once. But once I started going, I was like, I'll just keep going until they're done. And it turned out that I was able to walk for an hour. I got 10,000 steps off of that. And it was super simple, it was just walking, but that counts as movement. That's great for your cardiovascular system, your heart health, your anxiety, your mood, your energy, the things. And so I think one key is, you know, just to do it, to set a goal. If it's not every single day, maybe at least 3 or 4 times a week, 1 or 2 times to start, and then just build from there. And if you can't go super far, walk as much as you can, go around once or twice, or walk for 10 minutes, and then the next time try to increase it. Or if you've got a stationary bike or a bike, ride for 5 minutes or 10 minutes and then increase it. But always be trying to level up and do better and just be in competition with yourself. That's what I always say, like, we don't have time to compete with other people. Be in competition with your own self, trying to level up and do better than you did the last time, and be competing with self for excellence. But putting on a YouTube video or something like what you're watching here, if it's a 20-minute video, hour video, then put that on while you're walking, while you're biking, while you're jogging, while you're weight training, and just zone into that. Unless you're doing like a Pilates or something that is instructional or fitness led, then you could put on something like YouTube, but you could put on like a motivational video. Like I watched Creflo Dollar while I biked earlier, his morning motivations. It was 20 minutes long. I said, okay, if I put this on and I bike while I'm watching it, then that'll give me a 20-minute workout, you know? So you just have to shift your mind to have that mindset and to be in tune and line up with the goals that you have. So I think that's a fantastic goal to set for the fall. It's just to start moving your body every day, whether that's stretching. You can put on a yoga video, like I said. You can do a Pilates video at home. You don't need a lot of weights or equipment for that. You could do some walking videos where you're walking in place even, or jump roping. You can do some things, and it doesn't have to be like a major 1 hour, 2 hour workout. Girl, you can get it in like 5 minutes, level up to 10 minutes the next time, 15 minutes, 20. That's how it was when I got my Peloton. I hadn't done bike rides in so long. So when I first started, it was like 5 minutes and I was done. It was like a mental block more so than like not physically being able to ride the bike. But I just was like not feeling it. And I was using the instructional videos and they were pumping and going, and I just couldn't keep up. So it kind of did deter me from doing my biking. But at the same time, my son Joshua, he showed me like, you can just put on a YouTube video, Mom. You can do entertainment, go to entertainment, go to YouTube or Netflix or whatever. And so when I started doing that, that has helped me. I'll be watching a video, moving my legs. I got 2 little free weights that I'll go up and down. It's been so helpful for me, and just putting on something that, not like mindless behavior, because like I said, you could watch something that's motivational, a Christian inspired video or whatever while you're riding or doing your workout, but you could put something on, just a YouTube video, something for fun that keeps your attention and that gets you motivated to go where you want to go. So let me tell you about this makeup that I have on today. I've been so obsessed, okay, and I got all my makeup in here. I'll have to show you guys my new storage system in there. But this is the Black Opal, and this is in the color All Chocolate, and this is my absolute favorite summer shade. It's just like the perfect match. I do have on some concealer today, the Makeup by Mario concealer, just to kind of cut the cheeks and do a little extra. But this alone, I've been wearing this alone to work. Just such a quick, easy 5 minutes at most out the door. Put this all over. I do my eyebrows, I do my lips, and I'm out the door, dolls. Today, all I have on is the foundation. Like I said, the Makeup by Mario concealer, and then I have on the NW58 Studio Fix from MAC, and it's gotten so dirty. And I have this on just as a blush, an all over blush. It's so pretty. And then you guys saw me put my lip on, and that is it. This has been such a simple yet beautiful, flawless makeup look. This makeup is so pretty. It's a pore perfecting liquid foundation, and the cool thing I like about this is that when it goes on, it feels like it has like a little water in it. It kind of feels like you're putting water in your face, but then it locks in, it sets, and it does not budge. You don't need to set it with foundation or powder or anything, and it just looks so flawless on the skin. And it gives like it's a high-end $50, $60 makeup foundation, and it's not. I think this was like 20 bucks at max, like $14.99 or something. And so it's super affordable. I got this from Ulta. It wasn't in all the Ultas because I had gone to one near me and they didn't have it, and then I had to Google it, like look online to see where I could pick it up from, or I could have ordered it. But I'm absolutely obsessed, and I'm still loving the makeup. This bronzer, what I'm using as bronzer from MAC, and like I said, NW58, so it's a little deeper shade. You just get a deeper shade. This is like a brown almost. Let me swatch it for you dolls. Well, you can see it there. It's almost like a brown. And for me, that is a perfect kind of bronzing shade, as you dolls can see. And I've just been loving, loving, loving it. I'm happy to have my hair back. It's a little thick, but it's not too bad. But I do feel like it's a little thick, so I may kind of mess with it a little bit. But I think it's so pretty. You can't really see it good because I got all this black on, but it's really, really a pretty install. Hopefully it's not going to be too much tension on my hair, because I have been having a lot of tension headaches, or had in the past, because that has passed. And I'm so glad about it, but it was a bother for a while. And yes, I was like, I don't want to have too much tension on my hair. I had just been wearing my slick back, but even pulling that in a bun, that had been causing me tension and tension headaches and all of that. 40 plus problems. Never, ever, ever, ever had a tension headache, had any issues with tension on the scalp from installs or just having a ponytail in. Never had any of that before, but yeah, like my grandma used to say, keep living, keep living. And when you do, you know, if you think you've seen it all, just keep living, she would say. And that is so true. I know exactly what she meant now. But I like this hair, and this is hair that I've had before. It was straight hair at first, and then once it got old, I usually will wet it and let it go to like a wavy, body wave type hair. And that's exactly where we are with it. But I like these longer pieces at the end, so I kind of want some more packs that are long like that. It's just giving me like mermaid vibes on this side, and I know that it's because I used some hair from a different set of extensions that's a little bit longer. So I'm kind of feeling that. I like the length on that, but I don't want to be looking like I got a 12 packs of hair in either. So I was thinking to kind of cut it a little bit to make it more layered, but I don't know. Loving it. And I also have been loving, like today I have my edges laid, and I also used it on my leave out. This is the Edge Max. I actually just had the samples that came from the beauty supply, but I'm definitely gonna pick this up. I may have already used it before, and I'm thinking it's something new because how it came just as like a sample. But I bet when I see the actual packaging or it in the beauty supply when I go to pick it up, that I'll be like, oh yeah, that's what that is. But it works. What do you guys think? I love this hair. I call it my mermaid hair. I think it's always so pretty. And I like these because they come up on the flanks on the side, because when you're working out, you don't want to be worried about body and being self-conscious. So that's another thing that I love. But this is this is the Align series. It'll be perfect for the fall. But for the summer, like walking around and stuff, just to cover up, because if I'm with my kids, I'm not gonna have all of this out. But there we go. But like I would love for like this season and for Texas just to have something lighter, like a Lululemon jacket or something that's more of a that thin slip kind of material. So, whoo, out of breath. But yeah, so I want to pick something up from Alma. They did have the jacket I told y'all before that I saw it in store, and I almost got it during sale, but I was just like, oh, it's already summer, I don't need it. But I wish I would have got it, because now going into the fall would have been perfect. But I think it was like $130, so I'll pick that up. I'm loving this set. Like I said, it could have been a little bit tighter. I could have gone sizing down to a small or even an extra small. Because like I showed y'all, look how baggy this is. And this one, I believe, is a small, if not an extra small, in this Align fleece set. But yeah, it's super cute, giving body. And I love it. I do encourage you guys to get it. You can pick this up off their website. But anyways, y'all, later on, I want to go to Papa Do's to eat. I have been craving that seafood salad that you guys may have seen a couple of vlogs back that I get when I go, plus the stuffed crab. So I really want to do that. So I text my husband like, can we go to Papa Do's tonight? And I've already told the kids. So hopefully we get to do that. But yeah, you go later. Control. Just 2 more to go.